It's a Central Maine rivalry Friday night as the Terriers and Mustangs get set to face off. And we say good evening, everyone, and welcome to Munzing Media Sports. With executive producer Mr. Rob Munzing, I'm Patrick Exler. And Rob, the Mustangs picked up right where they left off. A 2-0 record so far in 2026, picking up wins over now number 10th ranked Wentworth and Bates the other night at Underhill Arena.
Yeah, those are two good wins right there, particularly the Wentworth win. That's a pretty good matchup, and we'll have another good matchup here tonight. These teams met earlier in the season, 5-2 victory for your Mustangs over the Terriers, but this has turned into a nice little rivalry in state, and it's been a little feisty at times, so that's good, and it makes for good hockey, Patrick.
Yes, the Mustangs come in with a record of 16-3, 5-0 in the NECA Colonial North Division. The ACHA Division III polls came out. We just mentioned Wentworth moves from 13th to 10th. The Mustangs stand pat at number 7. That is 7th in the entire ACHA Division III.
Yeah, and there's only a couple of community college teams playing, and that's quite an accomplishment. They're not playing, but up that high, that's really something for a community college. The rest of those teams are not in the community college systems in their state, so it's really fantastic. We're going to have a ceremony downstairs. That's why we're on here a little bit early tonight. Make sure that we get that, seeing the Evan Bilodeau downstairs with the camera through the glass, looking pretty good there. He might even be, I'm not even sure he's through the glass, or they cleaned the glass, something, but it looks pretty darn good. So, Patrick, as you said, Mustangs picking right up where they left off, and that's fantastic news if you're a Mustang hockey fan, and there are lots of them. Getting a look downstairs as we get set. We'll have the pregame ceremony coming up, and Patrick, a little bit about that ceremony downstairs, recognizing a really terrific player.
Yeah, so before the semester break, but it was on the road after our 10-game homestand coverage. You saw all of those games on Munzing Media. Aaron Higgins achieved his 100th point in a Mustang uniform, and he's only been in a Mustang uniform now for 3 semesters, but eclipsing the 100-point mark as a player. Higgins is just one of the most elite players to ever put on a Mustang uniform, and head coach Jordi Knorren definitely speaks highly of him, as well as his teammates, and you can't ask for anything more out of a player that transferred from Liberty ACHA Division II to come to Maine, in which he's originally from Falmouth, to come back up home and play for a now nationally recognized program that Aaron's just setting records.
Well, he's setting some records that were pretty hard to attain, and he kind of stepped right into the Matt Poirier role, didn't he, Patrick? Poirier came on like a starburst here when he showed up on campus there, and lighting the lamp regularly with goals and assists, and Matt's now out working in the workforce, using his education from Central Maine Community College. He's working for a house building company down in my area, down in the Gardner area where he's from, and doing great. And boy, that kid was a sniper, and so was an Aaron.
Yeah, Matt and Gabe Poirier, the two brothers.
Oh, it was Gabe. Yeah, Gabe was the scorer. Matt was the hard worker. I had them both in class back in Tigertown. Yeah.
But they were both great players to also put on the Mustang uniform. As we'll get set here, the Terriers come in with a record of 7-9-2, 2-3-1 in the NECA Colonial North Division. Their last time out, it was a 3-1 victory over the WPI Engineers at the Ice Vault. Matt D'Ortona stopped 26 of 27 shots, and we'll see him between the pipes for the Terriers. For the Mustangs, it will be Cam Wickens, 12-3 on the season, a 2.09 goals against average, .936 save percentage, 4 shutouts, and a shutout streak earlier in the season, just shy of 260 minutes.
Yeah, Wickens has been, as we like to say up here in Maine, wicked good.
As you see the Mustangs wearing their road red uniforms here tonight.
Hoping we'll get audio downstairs. Caleb brings that mic down for this ceremony, or he may be announcing from the booth across the way. So either way, we got him mic'd. I'm sure he'll come up and talk about this award.
The Terriers wearing their road black uniforms, so it's a road on road, or
Yeah.
the NHL has coined the new term from the National Football League, a color rush matchup.
Yeah, I'm not having a color rush here. As a colorblind guy, I got to have one dark shirt and one white shirt. I'm glad you're calling it, Patrick.
The officiating crew, the men wearing the stripes tonight. Jimmy Riley and Josh Vondahar are the referees. Brandon Daigle is the linesman. As the Mustangs lined up at the blue line, the Terriers back on their goal line. And we will hear from public address announcer Caleb Lamb shortly.
Fans, good evening and welcome to Norway Savings Bank Arena for tonight's ACHA men's hockey matchup between the visiting Thomas College Terriers and your Central Maine Mustangs. Before we get into tonight's starting lineups, we have a special presentation. Please direct your attention down to the Mustangs bench, as we would like to honor alternate captain and junior forward Aaron Higgins as the all-time point-scoring leader in Central Maine Mustangs history and the first man to reach the 100-point mark in his career. Aaron, please make your way down to the coaching staff.
Oh, that's awesome. Look for that picture up later on as Ram is down there doing his thing. Ram McDonough.
Congratulations, Aaron, who was an ACHA All-Athletic Team member last season and is now currently sitting on 107 career points through 1.5 seasons with the Mustangs.
Averaging almost 2 points per game.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You hear it from the coach himself, Rob Munzing.
Yeah, gosh.
And now we will start with the starting lineups, beginning with the visiting Terriers for Thomas College. Starting on defense for Thomas, number 10, Hunter Coughlin. Partnering him on defense, number 20, Colton Kozma. At left wing, number 26, Philip Nyberg. At center, number 11, Devin Fay.
So we've lost the mic downstairs and may have turned itself off. Alex Alonso. Braden Gagnon.
Braden fourth on the team in scoring, but the leading scoring defenseman.
Will Galligan. Colby Pawson. Messalonsky High School. And Cody Dion.
Well, for the first time for the Mustang men in 2026, the second time we've done it on Munzing Media. The I's have been dotted, the T's have been crossed. Rob, I think there's only one thing left to do.
Yeah, let's play hockey. Should be a good one here tonight, Patrick. Early start for hockey. That's not bad. We almost started on time here. We're going to be puck drop before 7 o'clock. It's pretty good. Be back on campus tomorrow for basketball doubleheader.
The Golden Eagles from Washington County Community College make the trip from Calais.
And the games on Sunday, both basketball and hockey, postponed, no makeup yet due to the incoming storm that's really supposed to hit all of the East Coast.
As Brandon Daigle drops the puck, the Mustangs able to take possession. And we are underway. Flip to center. Boston tries to play it in the air. And it's dumped in to the right of Wickens. They'll play it back for Alex Alonso. Now it's Will Galligan around his own net. Back to Braden Gagnon. The Mustangs try to reset in their own zone, but the aggressive forecheck from the Terriers is forcing the play up ice. They're able to take possession in the neutral zone, then work it back to reset themselves. Over on the near side, Hunter Coughlin sends it in on net. Wickens will stick it aside to Alonso. Now Gagnon feeds Dion up ice. As he is pushed into the boards, Pawson will chase the loose puck down. As there's a battle for it in the near corner. Back over on the far side, Terriers try to break out. The pass goes backwards. And softly dumped into the Mustang zone. Zach Mitten goes cross ice for his defense partner, Jonathan Rio. And the 107-point scorer, Aaron Higgins, feeds it up ice. He'll take it on the far side and throw it wide of the goal.
Yeah, you see even there, that quick release he's got.
Dylan Blue. Back for Mitten. Mitten sees a lane, a shot. Saved by D'Artona. 1:41 gone by. Both teams putting a shot on net. Face off won by the Terriers. As they try to clear the zone, they do, but it's going to go down for an icing. Michael Bello out to take the draw. As he wins it, tries to get it back for Lucas LaForest. The puck didn't have enough juice to it, but it's kept in the zone along the near side, and Lucas LaForest sends a Terrier into the boards. A soft shot right in front. Wickens gets the puck in the air, and he'll hang on.
Yeah, I didn't have to see that. If you were distracted from your screen for a second, you probably said, "What was that?" You could hear it right down below us. Matty Waters doing our game camera tonight. First time doing hockey. I told him it was like soccer on steroids. Hyper fast. Matty, one of the members of our national championship back-to-back teams. Glad to have him up here. Evan Bilodeau working our camera downstairs.
Lucas Sarcolini with a pass up ice, trying to connect with Dion. The Terriers will head back the other way. The puck deflected cross ice in the neutral zone. Terriers, though, bring it in onside. As there's a battle for it along the near board. Sent in front. The feed goes wide, but a whistle goes from behind the play. Not 100% sure, but I'm guessing that was a high stick.
Yeah, it gotta be.
as a hand pass would bring it out of the zone. Shot from the far point. Second chance makes it on net. As the first opportunity was deflected wide of the goal. Now it's thrown out to center as Dylan Blue was knocked down. Just beyond the blue line, the Mustangs send it back. Sam Foley. Dumps it in. The Terriers try the stretch pass, but that's going to go for icing. 3:16 gone by. As Bello will take the draw, LaForest waiting in the bumper position. He gets the face off, tries to get it in front, but too many sticks are in the area to deflect it. Instead, it's dumped in by Alex Alonso. Sent along the near side. Moved up ice by Philip Nyberg. Nyberg taken down by Bello. As the Mustangs will head back the other way, potentially with numbers. LaForest, cross ice, feed into the slot, a shot, saved by D'Ortona. As he got it with his blocker. Second chance. That was blocked by a shin pad. Third chance. Deflected wide of the goal. Mustangs with some pressure here, as 4 minutes have gone by here in the first. Battle for it along the far side. Pass up ice deflected, but Lucas LaForest backhands it into the Terrier zone. As it's sent quickly back the other way, and icing waved off just in the nick of time before Zach Minton can touch it. Galligan up for Pawson. Terriers will grab it. As it's sent back to center, Minton will wait. Saucers it wide of the goal. It's played back into the neutral zone. Mustangs will tag up on the delayed offside. The pass for the neutral zone picked up by Dion, and a shot saved by D'Ortona. Dion literally caught that mid-air and kept it in the attacking zone and got a shot on net. Terriers win the draw in their own zone. Pass up ice will trickle into the neutral zone. Mustangs back the other way. Higgins near side. A shot hits the post.
Ooh, best chance.
Secondary chance deflected wide. Higgins picks up the loose puck on the near side. Then he's thrown into the boards. Chase Ford along the near side. Picked up Nick Fischetto through center. Battling with Dylan Blue. Knocked loose. Meserve will get it cross ice and up for Aaron Higgins. Right in front. Sent back to the blue line, but kept in the zone. And the Mustangs flip it into the near corner to get a change. Higgins still up on the forecheck. Turned over right at the blue line, but Pawson also dispossessed. Joe Fischetto brings it up ice. Now Higgins back the other way. Shot blocker save D'Ortona, and that'll deflect out of play. With 6:06 gone by here in the first.
Well, Mustangs with the better of the chances. Pretty equal territorial play. Higgins had one, flying off the post.
Linesman Brandon Daigle in front of the scorer's box to get a fresh rubber biscuit. Battle off the draw. Flip to the blue line. A shot from Alonso at the near side. D'Ortona gets a blocker on it. As the Terriers try to break out of their own zone. Cross ice pass intercepted. and sent back almost 100 feet the other way. As both teams trading possession. Now the Mustangs will settle the play down in their own zone. Pass over to the far side now for Emmett Sullivan into the attacking zone. Backhand right in front and just kept out. LaForest, far side, goes back to the point. Shot winds up on net. D'Ortona easily takes care of that. Second chance right in front. And the Terrier netminder finds the loose puck.
D'Ortona's had to be equal to the task he has been. He's had the tougher of the saves. That deflection in front just didn't have enough gusto on it to break through. It kind of floated at him.
Terriers win the draw. D'Ortona, a sophomore from Nashua, New Hampshire. As the Terriers head back the other way, 2-on-1 developing, near side shot, saved by Cam Wickens. As he's tested point blank. Wickens, one of the top goaltenders in the ACHA Division III. And when and if the Mustangs make the trip to St. Louis, he's going to be one of the most important, if not the most important player on the ice, as a shot from the slot, saved by the goaltender Wickens. Still kept in the zone, but broken up, but a penalty is called. As hooking is the call from referee Josh Vondahar. Zach Mitten is the guilty party. As the Mustangs will be on the penalty kill for the first time tonight. 63 of 73 on the season, that's 86.3%. They were 4 of 5 against the Bobcats back on Wednesday. Terriers win the draw. A shot from the point deflects off the glove of Wickens, and it's cleared out of the zone.
Well, that 86 whatever percent, Patrick, is really, really good.
Terriers with the pass up ice along the far side. Fed back to the point, now side of the far circle. A shot goes wide. Karam's around for Cosma. Now Quinn Hawley. Shot, save Wickens. Rebound goes into the near corner. Terriers still with possession. Shot. Wickens again, tall to the task. And that's cleared down.
Central Maine penalty to number 10, Zach Mitten. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 7:26 into the first period. That's Mitten, 2 minutes for hooking at 7:26 into the first.
Okay, Lewis, Mike's back. That's good news. Went off during the pregame, didn't know why. Might have just got turned off.
Shot from the near side. Wickens will hang on. That was from Devin Fay.
Well, welcome to all the Thomas College fans. We know they got a good fan base. Probably a lot of them came down here tonight, but if you're up on campus for the weekend, watching the game, Muncie Media welcomes you. I know they stream their games, I believe, from the ice vault, but I don't think they have play-by-play, multicam, scoreboard, and all of that. So we welcome you. Fans of both teams.
Terriers win the draw as it's played back to the near side, but it trickles out of the zone. Terriers will have to reset. As the time continues to tick on the penalty, now 30 seconds left for Zach Mitten to sit in the box. Dylan Blue, the lone forechecker. Sam Foley waiting back at the blue line. Terriers will bring it back into the attacking zone. The pass goes all the way through and backhanded out of the zone. There's less than 10 left on the man advantage. Pichetto, far side, backhands it around the net and cleared back out of the zone. Mitten out of the box. We're back to 5-a-side. Play broken up at the blue line, and another penalty is assessed. as Colin Hines took a tumble. And the Mustangs, a mere seconds difference. Jonathan Ryu will sit for tripping. Face off won by the Terriers. Shot from the far point, save Wickens, rebound right in front, goes over the net. Along the near side, Hawley. Circling around Caleb Micklin. Micklin throws it wide, and nobody there on the far side. It trickles out to center.
2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 9:36 into the first period. That's Ryu, 2 minutes for tripping at 9:36 in the first.
Shot saved by Wickens. He tried to play it. The rebound was almost right in front. A point-blank chance for the Terriers. They keep it in the zone, right at the blue line. As Tyler Gay leaves it for Kozma. Shot, save Wickens. McClatchy sends it around, but it's cleared down.
Well, not out of the clear yet for the Mustangs, but the Terriers are going to look at a back-to-back squander if they can't pick up a power play goal here on back-to-back penalties by the Mustangs.
Along the near side. Stop just before center. Now into the attacking zone. That was Hunter Coughlin. Colin Rafford takes a shot block. Not sure if that was a shot attempt, but he's able to block it with his shin pads, and it's cleared out to the neutral zone. Brought back in by Jack Perron. Rafford. Micklin. Penalty expiring to Ryu as it's cleared on net. And Diortona thought about covering it. Instead, he plays it up ice. Turned over. Dion along the far side. Backhand chance. Diortona gets the pad on it. Mustangs play it back in their own zone. Heath McLean pokes it up ice.
See if the Mustangs can capitalize and get some momentum here heading into the final five.
Through center. Terriers on side as Brandon Bierce plays it around the net. Mustangs able to create the turnover. They reset in their own zone. Bierce throws a hit along the far side. Terriers take possession. A shot from the far point. That was the blocker of Wickens. Meserve backhands it for Higgins. Higgins has it near side. The pass up ice. Not far enough for icing. Terriers around their own net as we're down to 7 to play in the first. Deflection on the stretch pass. Wickens steered it aside. As the Mustangs head back the other way. Foley near circle, leaves it for Pellerin, a shot. Saved by Diortona, he'll hang on. Shots even 9 apiece.
Yeah, Mustangs were controlling play, Patrick. Better the scoring opportunities until taking the back-to-back 4 minutes total penalties.
Another face-off win for Thomas as they'll bring it through. Pass along the near side, turned over. Foley with Alex Alonso, 2-on-2. Alonso back for Foley. Now LaForce tries to send it on net from the near side. It was broken up. Terriers tried to head back the other way, but a hand pass is called in the neutral zone. because the Mustangs were the guilty party. The face-off is going to be all the way back down. Face-off won by Pawson. Battle for it along the far corner. Ryu floats it back to the blue line, but the Terriers still with possession. Shot saved by Wickens. The Mustangs can't clear the zone. Nyberg sends it in front of the net. Now the pass for Dion. Left for Pawson. Nyberg creates the turnover chance. Wickens steers that aside. Still loose in front. The Terriers not able to capitalize on another scoring chance.
I like the discipline the Terriers are showing, Patrick. Don't put that high-powered power play of the Mustangs out there. They've been very disciplined, and they've got the 2 power play opportunities so far in the first.
Yeah, you mentioned that Mustang power play. They were 3 for 4 against the Bobcats back on Wednesday. 30 of 72 on the season. That's just shy of 42%.
Yeah, that's lethal.
Terriers looking to reset in their own zone as we're under 5 to play. Here in the opening period, no score. Shot from the far side. Wickens gets the rebound. And he has stood tall here in the first. Both goaltenders facing now a combined 20 shots. Terriers leading the shots on goal column, 11-9. Terriers win another draw. They have also been successful in the face-off dot. Shot from the near side, blocked by Lucas LaForest. Fischetto sends it around the net, but Heath McLean was there to get the puck. Out to center, LaForest trying to stretch his stick out to get the pass. Instead, both teams trading possession. Heath McLean dumps it in, but the Terriers head back the other way. Bello feeds far side. LaForest flips it in on net. D'Ortona opts to cover it.
Well, pretty fast moving first period. Not a lot of whistles. Good clean play. No chippiness out there. 2 penalties. Both of that non-chippy came in the course of play. Mustangs have killed them both.
As Terriers win another draw. Less than 4 to play here in the opening frame. Through center, that's broken up. Higgins will head back the other way, far side. Sends it in front, the pass couldn't connect. Dylan Blue was waiting on the other side. Back the other way, a shot by Quinn Hawley, and that was denied by the freshman goaltender, Ham Wickens. Terriers able to win another draw. Shot from the near side, that was blocked by a skate. Thrown out to center. Mustangs up on the forecheck, that was Emmett Sullivan. Hawley near side, gets beyond the red line, dumps it in. Wickens out of his net to settle the play down as Mitten takes a hit behind his own net. Played to the far side, now Sullivan with Sargalini. 2-on-3, Sullivan with speed, a shot from the far side goes wide. Sargalini first to it, along the end boards. Back for Sullivan. He couldn't connect to get Mitten at the blue line, but it's turned over off a hit. Hits the side of the cage. And back the other way. Nyberg thrown into the boards by Dion. Mitten with the puck. 1-on-4. His shot was deflected into the protective netting.
Well, final 5 minutes. A little bit of physicality is reared its head in this one. A couple of hits along the near boards. Matty Waters, his first hockey game, doing a terrific job for us, Matty. That a boy.
Face off won by Bello. A shot by LaForce was blocked. Kerms out to the neutral zone. McLean fans on the pass. The Terriers can't bring it into the attacking zone. Bello. Pellerin on the far side. Back for Bello. Goes to McLean. A shot from the top of the point that was deflected. Back into neutral ice. Bello throws a hit. Now McLean can't get the pass. It'll settle down in the Terriers zone as Jack Perron tries to head up ice. Pass goes down, but icing waved off. Now Aaron Higgins. His move up ice was broken up. A shot from the near side. Wickens sees that all the way. Puck knocked loose. Higgins will go up into the skates of Dylan Blue. He recovers, still has possession. Now Higgins far side. He tries to throw it on net. That was blocked into the protective netting. 71 seconds to go.
Yeah, nice little rush by Dylan Blue that looked like it was going to be ill-fated, but he made it happen. Looked like he was going to lose an edge, came back, and was able to set up Higgins for a pretty good look.
Coming up in the first intermission, head coach Jordy Kanorin will recap the first period, talk about the Mustangs' quick little road trip to start 2026, and a potential preview of what St. Louis may look like for the Mustangs at the national tournament.
Will you be singing? Will you be singing "Meet Me in St. Louis," Patrick?
No, but I'll be meeting them in St. Louis as the equipment manager. As we're into the final minute, pass up ice. Hawley has it along the near circle, walks into the slot. That's broken up, the backhand. And Wickens sees that all the way. And when your goaltender can stand strong, when your defense isn't there, that is a plus.
Well, Cam always stands tall, we know.
6'3". Played around the net as Hawley stapled to the boards. Mustangs create the turnover, but they turn it over themselves. Thrown in front. Pass didn't connect. Galligan up ice. Along the far side, shot saved D'Ortona. Mustangs not able to create a secondary chance. Terriers head back the other way, but that's broken up as Rio has it into the final 10. Rio leaves it for his defense partner Mitten, but tripped up in his own zone was Rio, and the time will expire. Wickens doesn't get to the bench. The Mustangs are going to start with a power play in period number 2.
Well, it wasn't the worst thing that the period ran out. They'll get a fresh sheet of ice and come back on the power play for the second period. That'll be something to talk to Coach about, Patrick, when we get him up here shortly during the period break.
20 minutes in the books, no score. The Terriers with a shots on goal advantage, 14-10. When we come back, Mustangs head coach Jordy Kanorin here on Munzing Media, Central Maine Community College Athletics.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden.
Forensic psychologist. Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust their fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Can I see your other pen?
You just don't want to get boxed in.
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's prepared me to have a step up in my professional career.
Here at the school, they're really invested in our education.
It's a nice environment.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
It provides a great opportunity.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden.
Forensic psychologist. Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust their fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Can I see your other pen?
You just don't want to get boxed in.
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's prepared me to have a step up in my professional career.
Here at the school, they're really invested in our education.
It's a nice environment.
It's the Mustang First Intermission Report with head coach Yordi Knorr. And Yordi, no score through one. Probably not the best period we've seen out of the Mustangs this year. I mean, a few scoring chances, but Matt D'Ortona definitely standing tall. Also a couple penalties that you probably didn't want to take either.
First 4 minutes, I think we kind of were sloppy. Might be the ceremony. After that, we got going. Some really good opportunities, some good stretch passes. And then obviously we had to kill 4 minutes in a row. Instead of getting momentum off of that, we actually went backwards. So we let them take momentum off of that. And I wasn't happy with that situation. You got to feed off that energy off the kill, and you got to continue to then go back to 5-on-5 and go to work. So.
Well, the Mustangs will start the second period with a power play. As a coach, you're going to have a fresh sheet of ice, 2-minute power play. You're sending your unit that's north of 40% on the season. What do you say in the locker room?
Pick the PK guys up. They just did a 4-minute kill. So now you get a good opportunity, fresh ice. The ice is clean. So we got to go to work and use our power play and just know what we've been good at and just capitalize. So.
All right, so 2026, 2-0, a quick 2-game road trip to start the year. A big win against Wentworth, now number 10th. You guys stand pat at number 7 in ACHA Division III. What were the 2 games like on the road?
Very tough one to start at Wentworth. Very good team, very physical. They have a lot of size, but we played a really good professional road game. We stuck to our structure. We knew we had to keep it simple. When we had the opportunities, we capitalized at Wentworth, and then we took over. So that was great to see, especially after a long break. I mean, 6 weeks is a little too long for me. So.
All right, so the Mustangs being number 7 in ACHA Division III, and maybe not to look too far down the road, but St. Louis comes to mind again, another potential national trip. What is the confidence level for you as a coach, and also the confidence level for the team looking maybe a little bit down the road? Obviously, you have to get through the NECA playoffs, but what's the confidence level like?
I think there's a lot of confidence between the coaching staff and in that room. But like you said, it's a mentality of every game you got to show up. And if we continue to stick to our identity, a lot of good things are going to happen. But there's a lot of confidence in that room. Like from the beginning on the year, like we stuck to it. We knew what we had to do. We came to practice. We worked on some different things. We had a lot of different guys stepping in different roles. But, you know, along the way, we found an identity, and our guys in that locker room know what it's going to take when we go down there. And, I mean, St. Louis, I can talk enough about it, but it feels like a second home at this point, and I love going there. And I know the guys do, so we're definitely looking forward to that, but we got to take care of business for sure first.
All right, well, 1 period in the books. Mustangs and Terriers. No score here from the bank. When we come back, second period action. Mustangs will start the period on the power play.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
USC provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse. Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
Or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one of life's biggest decisions. You don't have to navigate it alone. With Gosline Retirement Planning by your side, you can retire with confidence. We're a team of fiduciaries who specialize in the transition from work life to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
The environment is just awesome.
Great campus, small, close-knit community.
Everyone's really welcoming.
Everything feels very personal.
You feel like you belong here.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munsing Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munsing Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden.
Forensic psychologist.
Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust the fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Can I see your other pen?
You just don't want to get boxed in.
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's preparing me to have a step up in my professional career.
Here at the school, they're really invested in our education.
It's a nice environment.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
It provides a great opportunity. Just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. This kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good. Like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like USCA.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm gonna be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm gonna be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
20 minutes are in the books. Nothing has been decided yet from the place they call the bank. We're glad you could tune in here tonight. Patrick Dexler joined alongside executive producer Mr. Rob Munzing. And the rivalry was definitely starting to show towards the end of the first. Ultimately, it has led to a Mustang power play to start the second period, and something we alluded to back in the first. You don't want that power play on the ice.
Well, yeah, and as Coach mentioned, I think we mentioned it before we left for the period, that fresh sheet of ice makes a big difference.
Teams have swapped sides. The Mustangs will move right to left on your screen here in period number 2. As they'll try to set up in the zone. The Terriers, though, with possession, they get it out to center. Aaron Higgins plays it into the attacking zone. With speed, goes around the net, back from Max Meserve, a shot. That winds up on net. Rebound from the far side, sent wide. Meserve there to settle down the puck. He'll get the pass back, a shot. Saved by D'Ortona as there was a lane through on the near side. 38 seconds into the second period. Caleb Micklin in the box for tripping. The penalty assessed at 20 minutes of the first. As Sam Foley wins the draw. Cross ice from McLean, kept in the zone along the far side. Back for McLean, now Foley along the near circle. Heath McLean goes cross ice. He can't get the pass off, but Colby Pawson picks up the loose puck. They get it back to the point. Now Foley, that's broken up and cleared down. 50 seconds left on the penalty.
Yeah, Mustangs really like to work that power play in the zone from up high with the 3 men, the trifecta route, try to set up some passing lanes inside.
Kept in along the far side as Minton almost sent into his own bench. Shot from the far side, blocker save. D'Ortona has to sprawl out. Rebound still loose in front, picked up and saucered down ice. Probably the best chance the Mustangs have had on the man advantage as it's down to less than 15 seconds. Pawson into the attacking zone, he was dispossessed, and the Terriers can't clear the zone. Gagnon at the top of the point, feeds far side. Now back into the slot shot, that was blocked. Penalty expiring. We're back to 5-a-side, now over 2 minutes into the second. Pass up for Micklin as he was out of the box. He's sent into the far boards. Now, Tyler Gay battles. The puck loose along the near side. Lucas LaForest sends it cross ice in front of the Terrier bench. And it's deflected back behind the Mustang net. Now Foley back around LaForest. Mustangs trying to get out of their own zone. Pawson. Along the far side, he'll turn around and turn those Jets on. Through center, dispossessed. Terriers clear the blue line, sent back in. Will Galligan on the chase as the Mustangs get a change. Dumped in along the near side. Zach Mitten first to it, wraps it around. Battle for it in the neutral zone. Now Galligan chases the loose puck down in the attacking zone. Back for Gagnon. Sends a soft wrister just in front of the net. Mustangs resetting their own zone. Meserve flips it in, but the Mustangs offside. They have to tag up. Terriers reset. Stretch pass, deflected by Perron to negate the icing. Wickens out of his net. Wraps it around to the near side for Galligan as he battles for it. Shot from the near side at the point by Coughlin. Save by Wickens. Turned over right in the near circle and sent back around. Nyberg thrown into the boards by McLean. Mustangs take possession. They'll head up ice 1-on-3. Left behind the net as Dion was dispossessed. Now Perron dumps it in along the near side. Wickens tries to slow it down. Now the stretch pass for Dylan Blue. Blue into the attacking zone, waits for reinforcements. Cross-ice pass was broken up as he tried to find Higgins along the far side. Back the other way in front, Hawley couldn't get it on net. Back along the near side. Mustangs create the turnover. They get it out to center. Higgins creates the turnover right at the red line. Tries to walk into the slot, and the Terriers know the game plan. They almost triple team him, but there's a penalty behind the play. As Micklin will head to the box yet again for cross-checking. And that potent Mustang power play will have a second chance here in the middle stanza as they are 0 for 1.
Playing with fire.
Foley wins the draw. LaForest picks up the puck in the air, and Jimmy Riley calls a hand pass that'll bring the faceoff out of the zone. Something I learned over the break, Rob, you can be called for a hand pass in the attacking zone or in the front half of the neutral zone, but you can't be called for a hand pass in your own defensive zone.
Right.
Sam Foley wins the draw. McLean dumps it in along the far side. LaForest will battle for the loose puck. Now Foley, back for McLean, goes cross ice. Back for LaForest in the slot, a shot, stick save by D'Ortona. Now Foley around the net. Back to the point. Now McLean. Foley near side shot. D'Ortona gets a shoulder on it. Still with the pressure. Shot from the far side, saved D'Ortona, and the rebound deflected into the protective netting on the near side.
Just deflected up, looked like an open net. About halfway through this power play for the Mustangs, their second. Terriers had two early on.
Bello wins the draw. It's played back for Missouri. Shot from the point goes wide. Bello picks up the loose puck side of the net, gets it to Aaron Higgins. Higgins trying to get around the defender, leaves it for Bello. Bello, far side, goes cross ice for Higgins, and he scores! The pass right in front, not sure if that went through the crease, but it was Aaron Higgins waiting for it. And the Mustangs strike first. 6:29 into the second.
Well, looking at it right here, we went back a ways to see what happens. Higgins makes a good play in the corner to keep the puck alive, hands it off and goes in behind and sneaks to the far side. Got it in his skates and just a quick catch and release. You saw it right there. Good job. Matty Waters on the camera work here to show you that one in slow motion. That was well done.
Mustangs.
All around.
Mustangs now 1 for 2 on the man advantage as they still have possession in the attacking zone. Ryu, cross ice. Shot from the far side goes wide. Terriers will head back the other way. Nyberg gets up ice for Fay. A shot saved by Wickens. Terriers sprawling to keep it in the zone. They do. But it's turned over right in the slot. Pellerin gets the pass up. Galligan will try to chase it down. Icing waved off.
So Higgins with the power play goal. We said they were playing with fire, Patrick.
Well, I believe the Terriers got burned.
We'll see if this doesn't open up the ice a little bit both ways. And
shot from center. D'Ortona got the blocker on it, had to jump up a little bit. Left a juicy rebound, but the Terriers able to clear the zone. Ryu gets it past center, dumps it in.
We'll show you that goal again when we get a second, because Higgins did something very smart. Came in behind the net. They lost him. Puck came to him. He played it with his skates to his stick, and then that quick shot that he's got. We'll look at it right here during this timeout. Watch what I'm talking about right here. This is Higgins initially going. He's going to hand it off. And then watch Aaron. He goes to the back of the net, and they lose track of him. Plays it with his skates right here, and then boom. That quick catch and release that he has.
The 5-on-5 strategy, they had Higgins double or even triple teamed the Terriers, but that's what caused the initial penalty that put the Mustangs on the main advantage.
Yeah, and that was away from the play, actually, Patrick, in behind the net. It took us a second to find it.
Higgins with a far side shot. D'Ortona reads that all the way.
Yeah, Terriers still in good shape here. They played an excellent game. We don't want to take anything away from what they've done here. They lost 5-2 earlier in the season, but they have been the equal so far here of the Mustangs, and you know, they just need to stay the course. Their goal away from tying this thing up. It's been a really, really good competitive game.
Well, that was another grade A scoring chance right in front on a deflection, but Cam Wickens makes the glove save, and he is 17 of 17 so far. As it's not something we've said often this season, Rob. The Mustangs trailing in the shots on goal column.
Yeah.
If they win the draw, they'll try to head back 2-on-2.
You don't get any soft serve against Cam. Nothing soft.
Bello brings it in the attacking zone, tries to get around the defender. Instead, he was dispossessed. This played back to center. Meserve gets it up as he took a hit.
Take a hit to make a play. That's the old hockey adage.
And loose puck flipped out to center. Meserve will feed his defense partner, Heath McLean. Now back for Max Meserve. Forrest backhands it into neutral ice. Pass up for Pellerin. Was too far. Terriers trying to move a broken stick on the ice.
Yeah, it's one of the smartest plays. Bierce did it. That was really smart, and I wish more players would do that. That was a really slick move. Brendan Bierce came by and said, that stick's going to get involved in a play and it might hurt us. He took that thing, slid it over towards the penalty box.
And referee Josh Vondahar will get it to the appropriate bench as Cam Wickens again up to the task, making yet another save. Terriers win the offensive zone draw. They keep it in the zone barely, but the Mustangs able to take possession. The pass up ice in the skates of Dion. Feed the pass back. Terriers locked. Coughlin. His shot attempt was deflected as well. Now the Mustangs will head back 2-on-3. Galligan takes possession in the neutral zone. He'll skate with it. Along the near circle, tries to go back for Jonathan Ryu. As that's turned over. Terriers heading back with numbers. Shot, save Wickens. As he had to stretch out on that one, now back the other way, potential 2-on-1. Pawson stops, shot, save by D'Ortona. The rebound goes around the net and it's picked up by Thomas.
D'Ortona just stood his ground perfectly.
And back the other way, Dylan Blue brings it in, but offside as we are now past the halfway point of the contest. 9:10 to go here in the second. It's still a one-goal game, Rob.
It's a beauty. An old barn burner. Use some heat. Going to get cold overnight. One of the coldest nights of the winter coming up. And then the snowstorm of the century. We won't be able to see it for probably a month or so after this storm keeps going up.
Well, luckily, Cozy Kirk Hall is the site of our doubleheader tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be fine tomorrow. Not going to come in until Sunday. We had to cancel the games on Sunday.
Turnover created by Dylan Blue. Still with it along the far circle. Feeds back to the point. Now Braden Gagnon. Gagnon. Shot was blocked.
Terriers have blocked a lot of shots tonight, Patrick.
Blue gets the loose puck. Feeds far side. Shot. Doesn't make it on net. That was deflected. Thrown out to center. Alex Alonso quickly back up ice along the far side. Higgins taken down. Not sure if he lost his balance, but it was a combination of the reverse hit. A shot from the far side goes well wide. Blue feeds Gagnon back. A shot pad save D'Ortona.
Well, a goal this period by either one of these teams to finish out is going to be crucial.
Pass in front. Higgins couldn't get it on net as two players take a tumble. Again, Higgins double teamed. A delayed penalty upcoming. Wickens to the bench. Shot blocked. And it is touched up just as Wickens gets to the bench. And the Mustangs will be to the man advantage for the third time this period. And I think you said it earlier, Rob. The fire's getting a little warmer.
As the Rolling Stones used to sing back in the 60s, Patrick, don't play with me because you're playing with fire. Hear that on Casey Kasem tomorrow. Sirius XM radio. Listen to that every week. Love it.
Sam Foley wins the draw. Back to the far side. Shot. Save by Matt D'Ortona.
Well, this is crucial time in this game for the Terriers. They can't give up that second goal. Wickens looks really on his game. Going to be hard to beat him a couple of times. Big kill.
Mustangs win the draw right in front, and D'Ortona was right in the splits as that's cleared down ice. I think D'Ortona lost his balance right in front, and the puck was a mere 5-6 feet away from him.
Yeah, it looked like a log in a beaver dam there, but it worked.
Foley brings it in. Back to the point, a shot. And a glove save by the netminder from Nashua.
Pretty cool, calm, collected, that young man. We don't get where they played their hockey previous. I don't think. I'm looking at the roster here and don't see any.
Yeah, I just have hometowns,
Yeah,
Rob.
just hometown, so.
Another offensive zone draw win for the Mustangs. Meserve feeds near side.
We're happy when we get completed rosters.
Bello feeds far side. The shot goes wide and Karam's out of the zone.
Thomas does a really good job. Their program's first class every way, which way.
A prominent member of the North Atlantic Conference, NCAA Division III, and all other sports, or the NCBBA.
Yeah, terrific athletic program up at Thomas, and terrific college as well. Send a lot of my Gardner area high school students up to Thomas College. Some of them still up there working. Kiera Goggin, one of them, if you're listening from Thomas administration. She's one of our Gardner Tigers. Just saw her the other day. Great kid.
Lucas Martin sends a shorthanded shot on net. Second chance. And Wickens hangs on as the defense was a little stagnant in front of the Mustang netminder and left 2 point-blank chances for the Terriers.
Yeah, you get a little lax sometimes. You're not in a defensive mode here when you're on the power play, and that almost costs the Mustangs right there.
.41 seconds left on the penalty. As the Mustangs have possession. Foley tries to get the pass up. Now LaForest gets the loose puck. Into the slot, shot, save.
Might have gone off the post. You got a good look at it there from Evans' camera down on the floor.
McLean with a second chance. That loose puck was steered aside. 10 seconds left on the penalty. From the far circle. McLean, shot, save, rebound, right in front, picked up. Foley feeds far side. And LaForce couldn't pull the trigger in front. He still has possession. Out of the box, save, second chance, they score! Cody Dion picks up the garbage in front, and the Mustangs take a 2-0 lead.
We'll run it back, storming here. You can see it from close end. Mustangs win the battle. Dump it on into a screen. And Dion there to tuck it in behind. A big goal for the Mustangs right there.
5:35 to go in the middle stanza, and all the scoring has been in this second period. But it's the team in red that's in control. Terriers win the draw. Dump it in off of referee Jimmy Riley as he took that off the arm. Pass back up ice into the attacking zone, cross ice. Pellerin can't get around the defender as it's knocked loose. Still kept in the zone. Pawson gets it to the far side. That's broken up. Sullivan picks it up, and a save by D'Ortona. Mustangs have flipped a switch in the past couple of minutes, really after the defensive zone draw on the power play, Rob.
Well, absolutely. They've got the Terriers pinned in their own end right now.
Right off the draw, the puck winds up on net. Easy save. We'll do it again. Just over 5 to play in the second. Off the draw, a shot from the far side, goes wide. Karam's out to neutral ice. Braden Gagnon will settle it down as he works with his defense partner, Heath McLean. Now they get it up for Dylan Blue, but that was in his skates. Back for Gagnon, now McLean, back to Braden Gagnon. Gagnon works around a defender, gets in the attacking zone far side, Higgins. McLean and LaForce picking up the assist as the Terriers send it down for an icing. Dion's third of the season, and the Lewiston product has been a force on the bottom six for the Mustangs. Not to mention, his brother currently plays for Lewiston High School, and he may be on the track to be in a Mustang uniform shortly. Shot from the far side, save D'Ortona as the rebound right back out. Bierce battles along the M boards, but it's knocked loose. Played back to the point near side. Shot, save Wickens, still sprawling, and a penalty is called. Interference on the play in front.
Well, here's Thomas's chance with 3:57 left. We'll get our clock synced up here too.
Still waiting for who the guilty party is.
I'm trying to look across away from Evans' camera, and it's kind of blocked with a sanction down there, keeping the glass together.
Now the buzzer goes from the scorer's table, making sure we get the right jersey number. Max Meserve waiting in front of the door. And now he will enter. As the Terrier power play. 0 for 2 on the evening. They'll have a chance here with 3:57 to go in the second. Off the draw. Shot from the near side, save Wickens. No rebound.
Big kill situation. That's an obvious conclusion here, but Terriers right back in this thing, gain momentum heading into the between periods break if they come up with a power play goal here.
Mustangs can't get possession off the draw. Fischetto waits near side. Sends it behind the net, now back to the point. Near side, shot. Wickens reads that all the way through some traffic.
Yeah, Cam does a really good job of puck control, not leaving those juicy T-bone rebounds out there. Mustangs killed 2 penalties in the first. Tail end of the second here, big kill.
Off the draw, Terriers with possession. It's fed back into the slot, shot, and a glove save from Cam Wickens.
Let's look at it, that's a beauty.
Cue the highlight film.
Gonna see it right here. Right off the slot, that was going top side. Cam had to go down to get a view of it, Patrick. He went down. As he went down, he did the tough thing, put the big mid up, made the save. What a beauty, Corker.
Mustangs win the draw. And Michael Bello gets it into the Terrier zone. He'll try to chase it down on the shorthanded forecheck. Terriers will move it up ice. Fischetto waits. Feeds it into the skates of Fay. Fay will skate it around the net. Gets the pass to the far side. Shot, save Wickens, rebound, second chance. And I don't think we've said enough about Cam Wickens tonight. I say that facetiously, Rob.
Well, he's seen more rubber than he normally does in a game, Patrick. You mentioned that even in the first. And look at the guys gathering around. They know. Jonathan Rio, the captain over there, to say, keep it up, buddy. You're getting it done for us.
50 seconds left on the penalty as the Mustangs win the draw and clear the zone to center. Slowed down by Ian McClatchy. Now dumped in around the net. Wickens tried to play it, but the Mustangs get possession and it's saucered down. Less than 30 on the Terrier power play. McClatchy goes cross ice. Now into the attacking zone, into the slot. Micklin, that was broken up. And the Mustangs will settle it down, try to keep possession. It's turned over. Loose puck, batted over the net. Penalty expiring to Meserve. He'll be quickly out of the box. We're back to 5-a-side. As Meserve went right to the bench, Aaron Higgins joins the play. Right behind the net. Turned over. Flipped out to center. Kozma had possession. He got it back into the Mustang zone. As the pass up for Higgins. He's joined by LaForest. Shot near side by Higgins, saved by Diortona. The cross ice feed goes out of the zone. Pass back in, immediately intercepted. Nyberg throws it in front. No Terriers there to get the pass as we're in the final 70. Flipped into the protective netting. Out of play, the faceoff will be to the right of Matt Diortona with 65 seconds to go. The Terrier power play now 0 for 3 on the evening. Faceoff controlled by Thomas. Kept in though by Braden Gagnon along the near side. It's both teams battling for possession. Alex Alonso picks it up beyond the blue line as the Mustangs reset in their own zone. Dumped in behind the net. Foley battles, knocks down a Terrier. Gagnon with a shot. That was deflected on net. D'Ortona got a pad on it as the pass back the other way will make it down for icing with now 25.2 to go. Here in the middle frame, Mustangs taking control here in the second. They lead 2-0. The Terriers, though, have the shots on goal advantage, 27-24, but it's been Cam Wickens in net time and time again.
Yeah, Cam making a play to be the Edge Nutrition player of the game. I know he's got it a few times, but it's been excellent here tonight. Still got a whole period to play.
Face off one by the Mustangs, a shot. That was blocked. Dion will chase down the loose puck, throw it back on net. D'Ortona picks up the rebound, loses it behind the net as Terrier lost an edge. Under 10 to play, they'll try to keep possession and run out the clock. And that's exactly what will happen. 40 minutes in the books. It's the Mustangs 2. The Thomas College Terriers nothing. But hold on, Jimmy Riley talking with Caleb Lamb. We'll have to double check. There may or may not be a penalty right at the buzzer.
Well, we'll have to take a look here between periods. We'll have time to check that out in the intermission as they Zamboni the ice.
But when we come back, Mustangs Athletic Director and Men's Basketball Coach Dave Gagne will have a chat during the intermission. When we come back here on Munzing Media.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to peak. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
It provides a great opportunity. Just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that you typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good. Like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like the USCAA.
Back here, it's the second intermission report with Mustangs Athletic Director and head men's basketball coach Dave Gagne. And coach, the calendar flips to 2026, but the action doesn't stop.
We started the second semester off how we left the first semester. Winning a lot of games, playing a lot of games. And, but it's interesting because the second semester is a lot shorter than the first semester. And the two basketballs and hockey will be done in, late February. Then we move into the spring, so got to finish off this one strong.
Well, one of the bigger marquee events of the winter/spring coming up is next month, the YSCC Men's and Women's Basketball Tournament, and the Mustangs host it.
It's a feather in our cap. I think we do a good job hosting those tournaments. We expect 8 teams, 8 schools represented at the tournament, the women's side and the men's side. We expect a full house. We're going to fill a lot of hotel rooms, eat in a lot of restaurants, and do a lot of promotion for the Lewiston Auburn area. So it's a good time for all, and our team's doing well right now, so that's a big help as well. So we can't wait for it. It's a fun time around the college for the students and the staff and the faculty, and everybody's fired up about it, and we just can't wait to get there.
Not to mention 2 national tournament bids up for grabs, one on each side, as Buffalo, New York right around the corner as well, and Auburn, Maine may look a little bit like Buffalo, New York after the weekend.
Can you imagine trying to travel on that going out there? Whew.
Well, hopefully every team can avoid that, as potentially the Mustangs could be sending 2 teams.
That would be nice. That would be. We know our women. I can't say undoubtedly will go, but I'm sure they'll go. Nobody's playing with them right now in the Yankee Conference, so I suspect that they'll walk into that. When they get to the national level, it's a little different. Teams are a little bit different, so I think that's going to be pretty competitive for them. But if people could come and watch them practice, they'd be shocked. These kids work incredibly hard, and they get after it. And practice is very, very competitive. On the men's side, we're 13-1 in conference, and it's our best record for years, at least in the Yankee Conference. And I suspect that we'll do well down the stretch. We've got 4 or 5 more games left in conference, and I think if we do what we're supposed to do, we'll wrap that up.
Well, you mentioned the Mustangs now fifth, I believe, in the USCA Division II poll released just the other day. 4 teams on the men's side in the top 10, along with on the women's side, the Mustangs number 1. They've been number 1 the whole season.
Right.
The Moose right on their heels at number 2.
Yes.
And it shows the power of the YSCC on a national standpoint, and they're going to be able to show off on the national spotlight.
It's interesting because it's the Yankee Conference. I always thought was we had 2 or 3 teams in the conference that were really good, then it tailed off a little bit. In the recent years, there's been 5 and 6 teams in the Yankee Conference competing, so that speaks well for the conference, for the teams that are out there, that are recruiting, and also gives people an idea of how good sports are in Maine, in the Yankee Conference. I say Maine because Southern Maine and Central Maine and UMass Augusta are the teams here that seem to be doing well in basketball. So it's going to be a great time to get out there. Hopefully our teams can wrap it up. But I have to tell you, it's a long stretch. It's about 4 or 5 days out there, and that's challenging. We just got back. We took a trip to Fort Kent for 2 days, 2 games in 2 days, came back, had a day off, and then went to New York for 4 days, played 4 games in 4 days. And I can tell you, by the time we got home, we had one tired bunch of kids. But we did pretty well. We went 3 out of 4 on the road conference games, so I was pleased with that. So now we're back in conference play and play again tomorrow, 1 and 3. Washington County's bringing their program down, their kids down. And then next Wednesday we play the UMA Moose, which will be interesting because they're vying for a playoff spot as well. So coming down the stretch, it's fun and exciting. However, I'd rather come watch hockey myself.
Well, turning the page a little bit to the Mustangs hockey team, they're also in the national spotlight from the ACHA Division 3A. The latest rankings released today, they're number 7 in the country, and you say, Coach, having another feather in the cap. Just,
I was talking earlier to Jamie Bilbo, and I have to tell you, we're the only, in Jefferson Community College, only 2-year schools in the ACHA, out of like 500 teams, 300 teams, or whatever it is. And our boys, 18, 19 years old, are competing against men, 21, 22, 23, 24 years old, on a game-by-game basis. It's amazing that we're 5th. The Audie's done a fantastic job. Our kids are incredibly dedicated, incredibly passionate, fun to watch, and boy, they get after it. So we are so proud of our men's hockey team. And their success really is a tribute to the dedication and hard work. These kids are up at 5, 6 a.m. on this ice right here in the mornings. If not, they're in the gym conditioning. They're committed. It's fun hockey to watch. Anybody out there that really wants to play hockey, take a look at CM. Because this group is great chemistry, great kids. I'll tell you a quick little story. I had a boy from Scarborough about a month ago in my office. He and his dad came to look at the school. He already wasn't there. He was interested in hockey. So I saw Cam and Max walk by my door. Hey, boys, I said, you got a second? They should show it. So they came in. They sat down. I didn't say another word. Those two talked about the program in depth and how important it was and how good it was. And I know these 2 kids, the kid that was there with his dad was just blown away by it. Our kids are passionate, and boy, they get into it. And they don't just play it, they talk it, and it's just fun to watch and just great to be part of.
well, we'll see that program back on the ice, up 2-0 after 2 periods, looking to shut the door on the Thomas College Terriers. When we come back, 3rd period action here on Munzing Media.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm gonna be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm gonna be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one of life's biggest decisions. You don't have to navigate it alone. With Gosline Retirement Planning by your side, you can retire with confidence. We're a team of fiduciaries who specialize in the transition from work life to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
It provides a great opportunity. Just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that you typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. This kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good. Like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like the USCAA.
I took a bad step off of a wall during a demolition. I tore every single tendon in my left shoulder, just about tore my arm off. At this point, it's been 14 months, 13 since my surgery. I have approximately 98% of all of my movement back, which is almost unheard of. In comparison to my left arm, my strength has come back quite a bit. It's almost on par, it's within percentages. It's very difficult not to put in the effort when you see the person that's helping you putting in that type of care that amount of time, that type of effort to get me better. Dirk respected what I was trying to achieve. He knew that this is what my goal is, this is what my life is about. So he helped me rebuild my life to the expectations of me moving forward and being able to do what I've always done. I'm actually building a barn again, and I'm up on a ladder and I'm holding rafters and beams and, you know, above my head and nailing and, yeah, sawing. Between the surgeon and Dirk, they met my expectations and they've given me my life back.
The environment is just awesome.
Great campus, small, close-knit community.
Everyone's really welcoming.
Everything feels very personal.
You feel like you belong here.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munzing Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munzing Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. Back here from the place they call the bank. We're glad you could tune in here tonight on Munzing Media. Patrick Dexler joined alongside executive producer Mr. Rob Munzing. 2 periods in the books. 1 period left, and do I say the word regulation, Rob?
Wow.
It's the Mustangs 2-0, but there's still 20 more minutes of hockey.
Yeah, boy, both goaltenders been good tonight. Kept it a close game.
As Dylan Blue receiving a penalty at the end of the second period. It is for cross-checking, and the Mustangs shorthanded to start period number 3, but they win the draw.
Let's get that graphic up. And the scoreboard.
Terriers try to move up ice.
Well, it's a golden opportunity for them.
Right in front. That was blocked and then sent wide of the goal. Just as the Mustangs started the second period on the man advantage with a fresh sheet of ice. They did not capitalize on that opportunity. They capitalized on the second power play opportunity of the period.
Well, a big kill, big power play. Sets the tone here for the third period.
As it is cleared out of the zone by Michael Bello. Pinned up along the near corner in the Terrier zone. The lone Mustangs still tied up.
Could be interference.
That's Cody Dion and Jack Perron behind the play, and it's dumped in the zone. But icing waved off, and the clear goes into the protective netting. Mustangs cannot change. Face-off will be to the right of Cam Wickens with 53 seconds left on the penalty to Blue. As Yordi Kanoran talking with Jimmy Riley right on the bench. Yordi getting the explanation, and we'll be back underway. Mustangs win the draw as it's behind the net. Back over to the near side. Micklin plays pass with Cosma. And over to the near side, Quinn Hawley. Hawley pinned up along with Zach Mitten. Mitten able to knock it loose with his skate, was moving it along the boards. It's back to the point far side. Down behind the goal. Fed back. Terriers looking for a lane. Far side shot, save by Wickens. Less than 10 left on the penalty. The clearing attempt was fanned on initially, and it's back out to center. Blue waiting to get out of the box. We're back to 5 aside as he joins the play. The puck almost right in front of him. And it winds up back to Zach Mitten and cleared to center. Now Hawley brings it back into the attacking zone. Shot from the far side, that was blocked. Higgins has the pass near side, he'll move up ice. Higgins with one already, Side of the net, tried to connect as he took a hit. Back to the point. Shot by Blue, goes wide. McLean with the rebound right in front. And it's cleared out of danger, but it'll go for an icing. 2:45 into the third.
Well, another kill for the Mustangs. Almost not able to cash in. Been the difference.
Mustangs 1 for 3 on the man advantage. The second goal came off a rebound. Reserve picks up the loose puck. Pass goes to the other blue line, and it's cleared back down again for icing. I think the word would be gritty if the Mustangs can stay the course the remaining 17 minutes of regulation.
Yeah, both teams are playing good. He's going to get another penalty, it looks like.
Interference is the call as a Mustang took a tumble. Colin Hines, the guilty party.
Yeah, you're almost in a must-kill situation if you're the Terriers here. Giatona will have to come up big as he has most of the night here.
Off the draw, it's cleared out of the zone. Terriers got the face-off. And that immediately takes 10 seconds off the penalty. Mustangs are resetting. Now Blue gets the pass up through. Has it near side, shot. Sent wide, and Karam's all the way back down. Wickens will settle it behind his own net. The breakout pass goes far side, now back into the zone. Cross ice, Higgins gets around the defender. Looking for the pass in front, gets it back to the point, far side, shot deflected, just wide. Giatona got a glove on it.
Oh, corker.
Kept in the zone, Higgins into the slot shot, that's sent wide. Another chance, Higgins. Can't get it around the defender, still has possession. Puck knocked loose. And heading back one-on-one was Joe Fischetto. Now he sends that on net. Wickens.
Yeah, Wiggins did not want to tie that up, of course. He wanted to keep it in play so you don't have the defensive end zone face-off in a power play situation. He tried to keep it in play and had really nobody to play it to.
36 seconds left on the penalty. Mustangs will have to work off the defensive zone draw in which they win it. Mitten near side. Settles down right at the blue line. Feeds his defense partner Heath McLean. Leaves it for LaForce. Cross ice. Foley picks up the loose puck. Top of the far circle. Leaves it. Shot goes high. Karam's around. Mitten. Back around. Dion doesn't get a stick on it. As a Terrier loses an edge around the net. It's pinned up along. Penalty expiring. Mitten goes back to McLean. Now far side. Back cross ice. 5 aside. Mustangs still with the pressure. Dion tries to go back to the point. Nobody there to get the pass. McLean on the chase. Had to recover behind his own net.
Big kill there for the Terriers.
Pass up ice. Doesn't connect, and it's dumped back in. Now Bello through center. Excuse me, that's Emmett Sullivan. 88, not 18. Sullivan goes back, but out of the zone. Alex Alonso, cross ice, dumps it in. Terriers with possession, trying to get out of the zone. Hawley tries to go for Micklin. Instead, it's back around. Hawley backhands it, just out of the zone. Instead, Micklin with a shot from the near side, and that was the pad of Cam Wickens to deny.
Kicked out and directed perfectly.
Sullivan tied up as Galligan takes the pass. Now to Pawson, up in the attacking zone. Shot from the near side, save D'Ortona. Now Pawson. Shot from the near side, that winds up on the pads of the Terrier netminder as it's cleared down ice, but icing waved off. Alonzo gets around the forechecker, 7 gone by here in the third. Still a 2-goal advantage for the Mustangs. Pellerin can't get the pass, winds up back. Now LaForest into the attacking zone, gets around a defender, a shot. Blocker save D'Ortona, it bounces right in front. Now it's back into the slot, a shot. And that hit a body in front. How did that stay out?
Boy, D'Ortona was playing without a stick and playing well. He's keeping him in this game.
Shot from the far side, that was blocked. Terriers will head back the other way, 3-on-2 developing, but the pass couldn't connect in the neutral zone. Nyberg will dump it inside of the net. Now back up ice, the pass couldn't connect for McLean, and the Mustangs will be guilty of icing. 12:08 to go. And there has been no shortage of action here in the third period.
Been a good game all night. Really good one. Hope fans at home and enjoying it.
Both teams battling off the face-off. Still loose. It's poked out to center. Dumped in along the glass. Now back around to the near side, but out to the neutral zone. Coughlin gets Nyberg. Nyberg along the near circle. Loses it off his stick. Mustangs take possession. They get the pass cross ice. Aaron Higgins will head with speed into the attacking zone. He was double teamed into the corner, dispossessed. But Dylan Blue picks up the loose puck. Back over to the far side, shot, save D'Ortona. As he had traffic in front. Cleared down ice. And the Terriers guilty of sending it the distance. 11:08 to go. Foley will take the draw. Terriers win it. Off glass back to the near side. Mitten keeps it in the zone, wraps it around. Higgins loses it off his stick as it's back through center. Now around the net. There's a battle for it, knocked loose. Back the other way. For center, now around the Mustang net. Pinned up along the near corner. Now sent for Colby Pawson. As he's into the attacking zone, 1-on-2. Tried the pass back instead. Caleb Micklin picks up the puck. The stretch pass for Hawley will go all the way down for an icing. Almost halfway through the third.
Well, the storm coming in this weekend has postponed both of our Sunday games. The basketball game that was scheduled at 1 and the hockey game at 3. We don't have rescheduled times on those or days yet. We'll let you know when we do.
Alex Alonso gets it to center. We'll have basketball action for you tomorrow from Cozy Kirk Hall. Beginning just before 1 p.m., the Washington County Community College Golden Eagles in town. Over the break, they were accepted into the YSCC for the 26-27 campaign, adding another school.
Fantastic.
To the conference. So tomorrow's game next year would count as a conference game. Pellerin gets the loose puck at center, brings it in along the far side. Gets it to Colby Pawson off a couple Terrier sticks. Pawson has to battle. Gets it back for McLean. McLean couldn't keep it on his stick. It's dumped in by his defense partner, Max Meserve. The minutes start to feel like an eternity when you lead by 2 into the late stages of the third. Shot side of the net. I believe that hit the blocker of Wickens, which is right on the ice. McLean back the other way. From the short side, couldn't get the shot on net. It was deflected. LaForest had the puck momentarily, but it's back the other way. Terriers dump it in past center. The chase is on. McLean first to it. Now back 2-on-2. As it was Bello and LaForest. Still a battle for it in neutral ice. Backhanded into the zone by Kozma. Terriers keep it in. The soft toss on net was blocked. Now back the other way. That shot attempt by Meserve was deflected. 3-on-3 the other way. A shot from the far side. Cam Wickens denies. Second attempt. And he picks it up. Coming up at the conclusion of our game, the Edge Nutrition Player of the Game, and quite frankly, it's going to be a hard decision, Rob.
Well, usually isn't a tightly contested game here.
The flip out of the zone goes in the protective netting. As it stands right now, Aaron Higgins has the game-winning goal, the first of the 2 goals back in the second period. Cody Dion has the insurance goal, but it's been that 6'3" netminder for the Mustangs, dressed all in red, that has said, you know what, I want the Edge Nutrition Player of the Game.
And of course that goes to a Mustang, win or lose. That's how we do that. It's a local sponsor. Just sometimes the visiting fans said, geez, you know, the best player on the ice was on the other team. Well, that may be, but that's, you know, they sponsor this. And I think the goalkeepers have probably been the best players on for their teams tonight.
Yeah, no question. Matt D'Ortona and Cam Wickens have literally had a battle between each other, almost 200 feet apart.
Yeah, shots. A lot of shots, over 60 shots in the game. Those are unofficial, by the way. We've got one of the students down there doing that. And it's like Matty Waters here coming, doing the camera for probably the first hockey game. One of the first games he's ever seen. I remember we had a kid one year, remember last year, one of the kids from one of the foreign countries came in. He wanted,
yeah,
he'd been doing baseball for us. He came to hockey and said, how many innings are there in hockey? So, you know, that's, these kids, God love them. They come in, they do work study for this, and we thank them. We'd be stuck without them.
I'll wait for the question this spring if we get another first-timer, Rob, that how many carats are in a baseball diamond? Less than 6.5 to play in regulation. Loose puck picked up by Alex Alonso in the neutral zone. He goes cross ice as he works with his defense partner in Braden Gagnon. Gagnon has to circle back. The Mustangs are resetting their own zone. Gagnon directs traffic. Has to shake the forechecker. Micklin as he gets knocked down. Emmett Sullivan now with possession. Gets it up for Dion. Dion had to look for it. Now Alonso picks it up back on the other side of the neutral zone. He dumps it in, and the Mustangs get a change. Flipped up for Fischetto. But McClatchy has to pick up the loose puck. As both teams getting a little more aggressive. As McClatchy into the attacking zone, has to work past Meserve, put the puck over on the far side.
Yeah, it's been a good, clean game. No chippiness really at all. Penalties were not chippy-type penalties.
Sent back inside of the Mustang net. Meserve wraps it around in front of the bench. Pellerin trying to pick up the loose puck along with LaForest. Broken up by Nick Fischetto, working with his brother Joe. As Bello got possession in his own zone, got it up to Pellerin, who sends it the rest of the way. And again, 5 fresh bodies out for Central Maine.
This period's flown. We're down to 4.5 minutes left. You know, it's going to come the time that the Terriers are going to have to think about pulling the goalie and get an extra attacker.
Fischetto with a shot. Wickens gets the blocker on it.
Beauty.
Sent back inside, wide of the net, I should say. Over on the near side. Higgins gets the pass up ice. He was dispossessed by Perron. Sent back into the zone, delayed offside, and it's touched up.
Both teams have their timeouts. Their timeout for each of them. So tomorrow we'll have basketball, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Washington County Community College coming over.
The Golden Eagles.
They should fly. It'd be a lot quicker than driving over from down east, man.
They were at the University of Maine Augusta back on Monday night. I had the pleasure of calling their games. Zeg Mitten with the puck. Dumps it in. The chase is on near side. Foley throws it in front. Nobody there but Terriers. Back around to the near side. Lucas Martin. Pass up. One-on-one. Perron can't work around the defender. Back the other way. Dylan Blue tries to go cross ice. Higgins wasn't there to get the pass.
Yeah, Sam Foley with a good back check there. Patrick came back, picked up that loose change back in the zone.
Pass back the other way. Just deflected off a stick, I should say, to negate the icing. Mustangs resetting their own zone. A little over 3 to play. D'Ortona still in net.
Yeah, you'll have to get an end zone face-off. You're going to pull him.
Blue gets the pass up, goes around the net. Trying to connect with Foley. Back the other way, 2-on-3. Now 3-on-3, a shot from the far side. Wickens stretches out. Mustangs will head back the other way. Gagnon runs into a wall. This almost looks like 3-on-3 overtime, the way these teams go back and forth.
Well, every tick of the clock favors the Mustangs. Any zone time they get in the offensive end, they should milk. Dump it deep and chase.
Alonso into the slot, trying to connect with Galligan. Too hot for his stick. Micklin trying to head back the other way. Alonso breaks that up as it's right at the blue line.
Yeah, you got to get him out.
Just over 2 to play. Pawson gets the loose puck near side. Tries to throw it in front, nobody there. Alonso picks it up at the blue line, and a whistle goes. Tripping is the call. Cody Dion called for a penalty behind the play.
Well, you take your timeout, you pull the goalie, go on a two-man advantage here with the end zone face-off in their offensive zone with 1:58 left.
And just as you said, well,
I'd be shocked if
referee Jimmy Riley just pointed to the Mustang bench. Dion does have to sit in the penalty box.
Did the Mustangs take it? I would think the Mustangs would take the timeout. Maybe it
we'll hear from Caleb. Okay, the timeout is charged to the Terriers. D'Ortona heads over the boards into the Terrier bench. 1:58 to go. The Terriers will have 6 skaters on the ice, the net empty. Mustangs being short-handed, they can aim for that yawning cage as much as they want without fear of icing the puck.
Yeah, but they'll be down 2 men. But you're right, you can take the errant shot and it doesn't hurt you, seeing the Brain Trust working hard on the other side as they're trying to work things out here. Of course, the Mustangs probably don't mind the timeout as well, Patrick, as they're able to get a rest, get their best penalty killers out there. So we'll see. 1:58.
That's Dion, 2 minutes for tripping at 18:02 into the third.
Got Caleb's mic back downstairs. We had to put a little charge into it.
And off the draw, the flip out of the zone, but it's played with a hand pass. How do you like that?
Yeah, not gonna come all the way down, and you're on the power play, so probably what you'll do is, I would think they'll put the goalie back in. They're gonna come all the way down, so gonna have to.
Well, D'Ortona, just as you said that, Rob, he's right back in.
Yeah, so break there for the Mustangs, that hand pass. As you said, legal on the defensive end, not so much at center ice and inside your zone, so with a power play comes all the way back down.
Bello will take the draw.
Big face-off. We'll get right in on it.
The Terriers. Micklin thrown out of the face-off. Bello wins the draw. Still kept in the zone, winds up in front of D'Ortona. He plays it to the far side. Now he's gonna wait. Terriers with possession. He'll skate out through center. Still waiting, now he gets the signal. He's heading to the bench, and just as he does, Cam Wickens finds the loose puck.
Let's get our clock synced up. It's important to have that official heading down the stretch run here. Let's do that at 1:29.
89 seconds to go. And the Mustangs will call timeout.
Well, that's a good move too. Keep your penalty killers fresh. Use that timeout. You can't cash that in down at Buffalo Wild Wings, you know. They don't give you an extra couple of chicken tenders there if you have a timeout. Don't take it with you.
I had boneless wings last night, Rob.
Right down the street here from campus. I suppose that's a big stopping point for a lot of the kids on campus.
Not to mention all the teams that come into play.
Matty Waters shaking his head. They go down and take the eat all those chicken wings and they take the bones there. They put them up into soccer formations and stuff like that. Work on plays. For you neutral fans, soccer team, 2-time defending national champion. We're very proud of them here in Mustangville. They're better kids than they are soccer players, so I'll tell you that. They're first class. Kids from all over the world.
The USCAA National Championships held in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the same stadium as the Riverhounds that are part of the USL. Terriers win the draw, 6-on-4, as the Mustangs tried to hold the diamond. A shot saved by Wickens. The rebound cleared to the near corner. Terriers still with possession. Cross ice, kept in the zone. Mitten presses up over to the far side. Micklin into the far circle, less than a minute to play. Possum at the top of the diamond. Cross ice, back over to the far side, a shot saved by Wickens, still loose. And Wickens loses his balance into the net, knocks it off. The Mustangs won't be able to change, but they get a whistle with 44.3 to go.
Yeah, if Cam hits that thing, it's going. I don't care how deep they've got it in there.
One of the pegs actually went all the way over to the near circle. And mind you, these are drilled into the ice.
Yeah, we're getting a good look. Maddie's camera there. Gonna fix that back up. Get it back on, getting a good look at Cam Wickens.
That net was hit by a linebacker.
Jeez.
Mustangs win the draw. They try to keep possession as there's a penalty behind the play. And that will negate the power play.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. I didn't see it. I hit the replay button. See if we can see the... Here's off the face-off. Puck's going to go in the corner. Zach Mitten. Yeah, he's... Yeah, boarded. You could call that boarding, I think.
That's
perhaps.
Exactly the call.
Yeah, pretty clear-cut case of it there.
Tyler Gay
gave you a pretty good look at it on the replay. So they will still have a man. Well, they won't, because they've got to put the goalie back in. So power play is negated. They want to get the face-off down. They still need 2 goals.
37.7 to go, and the clock keeps ticking off the face-off. Loose puck into the Mustang zone. Ryu has it deflected by Michael Bello into the penalty box. But the face-off will come back to the left of Wickens. D'Ortona to the bench with now exactly 29 seconds. Terriers win the draw cleanly. Back to the point, far side, shot. Wickens finds it in his glove.
Yeah, and that's a key when you've got power play. It's not a power play, but it's a power play with the goalie out. Tie it up.
23 into the third. That's game 2 minutes for boarding at 19.
Yeah, boarding, as we said.
Bello will be thrown out of the face-off. And again, the face-off dropped unfairly. The clock had 1 1/10 taken off. They'll have to put 23 back up on the game clock. Not necessarily having to adjust the penalty clocks because we're even strength and there's enough penalty time up on the board regardless. Either that or they'll hold the clock for a second after the draw. There's the referee Josh Vondahar. Now there's a penalty called. Dylan Blue's in the box.
No, did not see that.
4-on-3, now 5-on-3 with the empty net. Was a bench minor as a shot save Wickens, rebound right in front.
Net's off.
And net's off again.
I think it got really damaged, Patrick, as you said, when he hit it before. Let's reset our clock to 7 seconds, we'll put it. 6.7 on the clock here.
And now Jonathan Ryu to the box for holding. Still 5-on-3. The penalty means almost nothing because the situation still stays 5-on-3, and all the penalties are going to expire after the clock.
No occupancy left.
Terriers win the draw. They get it back to the point, but the clock expiring. A shot blocked, and that's it. And Wickens throws the net down, but there's some pushing and shoving after the buzzer.
Well, how'd the clock go down so fast?
After the play, it just,
I don't know.
There were only 6.7 left on the clock.
Oh, okay.
But the Mustangs shut the door and take it 2-0, and some post-game fireworks as rivalry might be almost an understatement between these two teams right now.
Yeah, they played hard. Good game. Just get in line, shake hands. Kids ought to be proud of their efforts both ways. Let's see the handshake. Well, this is a good game, Patrick. Both teams are better if I haven't played this game here tonight, that's for sure, I think. 2-0 your final, and both teams left it all on the ice. So we can take a quick break, Patrick, and we'll come back. We'll have our Edge Nutrition play of the game when we come back. The post game after this.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden.
Forensic psychologist. Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust the fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
The Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Can I see your other pen?
You just don't want to get boxed in.
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's prepared me to have a step up in my professional career.
Here at the school, they're really invested in our education.
It's a nice environment.
Back here from the Norway Savings Bank Arena, Mustangs take this NECA Colonial North matchup in a very gritty game. They take it 2-0 over the rival Thomas College Terriers. As you see, just one Mustang left in front of the penalty box. He's standing with Caleb Lamb, and I believe, Rob, he was the most important player on the ice.
Yeah, as I said in the third period, I think both goaltenders were their best players on the ice tonight. There was a battle of goalies, a 2-0 lead, and Cam with the shutout. So let's go down to Caleb Lamb down on the ice.
Down here ringside with our Edge Nutrition player of the game, goaltender Cam Wickens, with unofficially 40 save shutout. Always a good game when you have the rival, Thomas College, the oldest rival for this men's hockey program, and you can pretty much throw out the records when they come together. This was a pretty even-spirited hockey game, and I know those are the most fun ones to play in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we played hard. We knew they were to come in hard. They're fighting for their playoff lives, so we knew it was going to be a good game, and we're happy we ended up with the big win.
Now, it started out as a game that seemed like a lot of hitting, a lot of trying to set the physical tone, but you needed to be extremely big for your team in probably the last 30 minutes of that game. Some outstanding saves showing the flexibility, and I know your guys feed off of that when you can make those stops.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we're a team that scores a lot of goals, but sometimes like these 2-0 games, 2-1 games, I got to make a save or two that maybe I shouldn't make. But I mean, we always play great in front of me, and I love playing behind this team.
You guys are number 7 in the country right now. You've got all the momentum going your way. Another couple of wins here to restart a little winning streak, and you guys headed in the right direction. What's the confidence level of this team as we head towards NECA playoffs?
Oh, it's very high, but we know we're like 7. That's not where we want to be. We want to be higher. We want to be top 5. We're thriving every day in practice. We're working hard, and we just can't wait to get out there every game and show what we're made of.
Congratulations on the win tonight. A shutout performance from freshman goaltender Cam Wiggins. We'll send it back up top to you guys to finish things off.
All right, Caleb, thank you very much. And I think Caleb even got the question out of Cam, the confidence level of this team. There isn't much more room on the barometer to get it other than it's probably the highest it's been all season.
Yeah, it really is. They've come out of the break. You know, sometimes you take that break, Patrick. It's a long break. It takes a little while to get back and get regathered. We saw that with the women's team in the game that we did. They had that break, and it's taken a little time to get their skates back under them. But as Dave Gagne said between periods, these kids work so hard. They stay in shape, and, you know, they've come back from the break. They're on a mission. They are on a mission, and, you know, they got a taste of it last year down at the Nationals, and, you know, once you drink from the silver cup, you don't go back to pewter. You stick with the silver cup.
And something I also want to talk about with talking to head coach Jordy Knorr before the break, the 5-1 loss at UMass at the Mullins Center, he had alluded to the team kind of needed a break even before that game. And then when you're able to take that they hit that reset button after the loss, losing to a good team in the UMass Minutemen, but hitting that reset, now you're 3-0 into 2026. It just that little blimp.
Yeah, it seems like it's a million years ago now.
Yeah.
Truly does. Truly does. Well, we're going to have a lot of fun following the Mustangs here on home ice as they head into the final stretch of their season. But tomorrow, we'll flip it inside. We'll be in there for basketball. And the Sunday games that we had canceled, no hockey Sunday, Mustang hockey fans. It was going to be a tough trip coming up from Boston, the Boston area, as Wentworth was due to come in here on Sunday. There's no way that they want to drive back and hit 18 inches of snow on the ride home. And good, smart decisions. Basketball also postponed. We'll get the makeup dates on that, and we'll be here for that as well.
So, for executive producer, Mr. Rob Munzing, Matty Waters running our camera tonight. A great job in his first hockey game of the season. I'm Patrick Dexler saying so long from the bank. The Mustangs shut out the rival Terriers.